Hi everyone, and welcome back to another yoga video. So it was quite chilly out, just in case you're wondering why my face is so sour. But let's sit down and calm ourselves. Inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our nose. Just taking a few deep breaths, feeling that inhalation and feeling that air leaving our body through the exhalation. And on our next inhale, we're going to raise our hands as the breath comes in, looking up, and exhale back down. Inhale, raise the hands, exhale back down. Inhale, raise the hands, and exhale back down, getting the energy moving. One more. Left hand on right knee, side twist, looking to our right shoulder, inhale, and exhale, switching sides. Take a breath. And coming back to center, twisting our wrists clockwise, anti-clockwise, just warming them up. Keep breathing through your nose. And coming into tabletop, we're going to inhale, come into cow. Exhale, arching our back, tummy tucked in. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat, chin to chest. Inhale, cow. Exhale, squishing the air out, cat. Just warming up our spine, getting it ready to be able to accompany us on this yoga flow. And last one. Perfect. Last exhale in cat. And inhale, come back to neutral. Hop or step to the front of your mat. Coming into Samastiti, inhaling, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, spine straight. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, coming into upward facing dog. And exhale, come into downward facing dog. Pedaling out our feet. If you wish, 5 breaths here through the nose. Making sure our back is straight, looking towards our belly button or between our legs. And on our next inhale, we're going to step our left leg to the front of the mat, coming into a crescent lunge. Inhale, taking a few breaths through the nose, trying to find our balance. And then with our last exhale, we're going to come into a warrior 2. Taking a few breaths here. Keep breathing to the nose. Inhale and exhale, bringing our left hand to our left knee, with our right hand grabbing our left inner thigh, looking towards our right shoulder. In a twisted, extended side angle pose. 5 breaths through your nose. Enjoy that nice upper body twist, while also keeping your balance on your feet. On your next inhale, place both hands down on the mat. And let's push ourselves up into a warrior 3. So balancing our whole body on that left leg. Glutes tight, 5 breaths, hands to prayer or out in front of you. Try gaze into a spot to keep your balance. Very good. Now, trying without lowering your leg. Coming into a tree pose. Still balancing on that left leg, and if you wobble like me, that's okay. It's about strengthening our ability to focus. And do what feels good with your hands for 5 breaths. If you wish to bring it up in front of you over your heads, or your hips, or in front of your chest. Whatever is most comfortable and helps you maintain your balance. Slowly lowering our hands, slowly putting our right feet back on the mat. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, coming back to Samastiti. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Go as deep as you wish. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, 5 breaths in downward facing dog. Pushing through our fingers. Trying to get our heels on the mat. You can micro bend your knees if you wish. And on our next inhale, repeating on the other side, bringing our right leg to the front of the mat. Inhaling, coming into high crescent lunge. Staying here for a few breaths. Find your balance. Try and feel the area underneath your feet on the mat. Tighten your core, tighten your glutes. And exhale, come into warrior 2, extending the arms, looking past our right fingertip. And slowly, with our next breath, come into our twisted side angle pose. This time looking towards our left shoulder, left hand grabbing that right inner thigh for 5 breaths through the nose. You can look ahead if it helps maintain your balance, or for the deeper twist, look towards your left shoulder. Slowly, we're going to lower both hands back to our mat and trying to balance on that right leg, we're going to come into warrior 3, creating that nice T shape with our body. Tighten your glutes, tighten your core, focus on a spot and breathe. Slowly, bringing ourselves up using our abdomen. Grabbing our left foot and placing it on our right thigh, coming into tree pose. Do whatever feels good with your hands, maintaining that balance. Feel the burn in that right leg, holding your entire body up, while breathing through your nose and exhaling any tension. Slowly releasing both feet back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift your spine straight. And exhale, come back to Samastiti, lowering the hands. Perfect. Onto the next part. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, come into plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into upward facing dog and exhale, come into downward facing dog for 5 breaths through the nose and out through the nose, stretching out those quads if you need to. After that leg work, we're going to focus more on the upper part of our body this time, coming into plank. Inhale, coming into a side plank. Left hand on the mat, right leg on top of our left. If you wish, you can put that right leg in front for an easier pose. Breathing, tighten your core, and slowly come back to downward facing dog for 3 breaths, just to release the tension in our core. And then we're going to push ourselves out again into plank. And repeat the side plank on the other side. This time, our right hand bearing the weight. Right side of our core muscles working the hardest. Maintaining balance, breathing through our nose. And slowly with our exhale, we're going to put both hands back on the mat and come into a downward facing dog. Taking a breath. Next inhale, we're going to push into a plank. And next exhale, we're going to push back to down dog, squeezing out the air. Inhale, push to plank. Exhale, come into down dog. Inhale, push into plank. And exhale, come into down dog, working our core. Feeling it tighten and loosen and move like a wave through the motion. Plank and exhale, down dog. On the next inhale, we're going to come down to tabletop. Exhale, come into child's pose. Taking 3 recovery breaths through the nose here. Just connecting back with the mat and our breath. On our next inhale, we're going to come back to tabletop and just staying on our knees, we're going to do some chaturanga push-ups. So slowly lower, exhale, come back. Inhale, lower, exhale, push up. Inhale, lower, exhale, push up. Inhale, lower, and using that breath of exhale to push up. Inhale, lower, and exhale, push up. Coming up, we're going to hover our knees just above the mat, tightening our core in a kind of tabletop plank for a few breaths, finishing off our core work, and hopping or stepping to the front of our mat. Inhale, coming into chair pose, Utkatasana. Tighten your glutes, hold it, one more breath. Exhale through the nose and slowly inhaling, coming back to Samastiti. Perfect. And we're going to go again. Take a moment and inhale, Utkatasana chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, come into upward facing dog. And exhale, come into downward facing dog. Looking through our feet, towards our belly button, lengthening through the shoulders, making sure there's space between our neck and our shoulder. Exhale, and on our next inhale, you can come into a normal side plank, or if you would like to make it more challenging and improve your balance, we're going to tape that top leg towards the bottom thigh, putting the top hand in front of us, looking towards it or just looking straight ahead. 3 breaths, using your core to really stabilize yourself. And exhale, push ourselves into downward facing dog for a breath to relax our core. And then coming in on our next inhale, we're going to switch sides. Normal side plank, or if you wish, placing that top leg on our bottom thigh. 3 breaths. Strong core, strong arms. Slowly lowering and pushing ourselves back to downward facing dog. Loosen out your core. And as you exhale, push the air out. Slowly inhale and come into child's pose. Just taking 1 or 2 breaths here to recover through the nose and out through the nose. Letting out the tension from your core, and slowly on our next inhale, coming back to tabletop and chaturanga push-ups. Inhale, lower yourself, and exhale, push up. Inhale, lower, exhale through the nose, push up. Inhale, lower, exhale, push up. If you need to reposition yourself at any time, do so. Don't let it be uncomfortable and keep doing it. Slowly pushing ourselves up, hovering above the mat with our knees in the air, tightening the core. 1 more breath. and stepping or hopping to the front of our mat. Inhale, coming into Utkatasana chair. Taking a few breaths here. Feeling the burn in our legs. Beginning to loosen our core and coming up to Samastiti. Exhale. Hands lower. Slowly we're going to get ready and come into Parsva Balasana, or thread the needle, which is a nice relaxing pose for our shoulders. So coming into tabletop, taking our left hand and threading it towards our right hand, just underneath us, taking the right hand and placing it on our left side towards our back, palm facing up, knees stacked right below our hips. With this twist, we're going to help loosen the muscles in our back, release any tension from our shoulders, especially after doing those chaturanga push-ups. Sometimes you find that your muscles tense up. Keep breathing, slowly bringing that right hand back to the mat, both hands touching mat, taking the right hand, bringing it underneath us towards our left hand coming behind us, touching our right side, breathing, keeping the hip stacked above our knees. Stay breathing. And with our exhale, we're going to release and come into a child's pose or a puppy pose. And if you wish to open up your triceps and your shoulders more, taking your hands just below our head, behind our neck, chest aiming to touch the mat, gentle opening of our shoulder blades, breathing through our nose, hips stacked above the knees, pushing out further if you wish to do so. And like a cat would stretch, straighten out your hands, reaching for the top of our mat, and we're going to push ourselves back into a seated position, whether that is cross-legged or just on your knees. And we're going to do our final breathing just to finish off. Inhale, lift our hands up. Exhale, back by our side, chin to chest. Inhale, hands up, look up to the hands. And exhale, chin to chest, down. One more. And closing off that energy back to our side. Palms facing up, breathing through our nose. Feeling the air go in through our nose and out through our nose. Allowing the muscles in our shoulders to loosen, in our chest, in our arms, wrists, our abs, hips, knee joints and ankles, thighs and quads. Imagining water pouring down on you, washing away any tension, working from the top of our head down to our toes. And if you wish to stay here for as long as you like, then you may do so. But I'm going to leave you off, and I will see you in the next video.